There, welcome online on WPRI.com to the commentary version of Dan York's State of Mind. The television show is back in business. We're reviewing a show from last week on the Pawtucket Country Club and their challenges with the Massachusetts-Rhode Island boundaries that they have, and then we'll be back to original programming Tuesday through Friday of this week. In the meantime, things developing every single day. Massachusetts Governor Gina Raimondo announces that she's ready to open the churches come 2 weeks from now. How specifically that's going to work, undetermined, which is part of the pattern. She announces a category of business, like camps will be open at the end of June. How's it going to work? Not sure. It seems to me, now maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree here, but it seems to me that you want to know specifically how you're going to open before you announce you're going to open. As opposed to say, I'm going to announce we're going to open and then we'll work on how to open. Because when you announce you're going to open and people have their own ideas about what opening means, and then you say later that there's all these restrictions on opening, people get this empty feeling like the opening really wasn't an opening. And that's happened like 5 or 6 times so far over the course of this pandemic situation. So, not for nothing. But of course, if our General Assembly was in business, they'd be a check mark on the authority and a healthy balance for the governor. And as I said last week, part of the challenge is the Narragansett Town Council, who tonight is making a decision on a resolution to more or less ignore the governor's edicts. Now, the intel, because at WPR Radio we had spoken to up to 3 counselors, 2 on my show, 1 on my friend Matt Allen's show, who said they were voting no. There's only 5 of them, so that means 3-2. But it's a pop-up of what's going to happen more and more, where even local governments try to go rogue and tell their police departments, don't enforce governor executive orders or create an environment where they go past it and just open things up that she says aren't ready. This is in part because the General Assembly hasn't been active to vet, do public hearings, create the diligence in a democracy that's necessary for even short and long-term decisions. So it's the same old tune, but the General Assembly is just seemingly happy to sit back and watch the state. And Rhode Island remains subordinate to one person, our governor, who's doing the best job she can, and not a bad one at that. But making some decisions that are like, oh, really? In the meantime, Charlie Baker in Massachusetts says, okay, we're opening next week on a bunch of different levels. You should check the details on that. But in part, Massachusetts is going to leapfrog us in terms of some of the businesses that will be open that we're not yet ready to do. Today, Governor Raimondo said, well, we use different formulas. Okay, that's interesting. Last I checked, it was the same virus. But what are you going to do? There's that. And I guess we can just kind of close tonight's thoughts with this. Our president, is taking hydroxychloroquine, he announced today. He talks about, the doctors and the nurses are taking it, so why don't I take it? Oh. The doctors and the nurses are taking it when they're in high COVID-19 environments, and it is kind of a hyper-preventative for them. And of course, the emergency authorization to take hydroxychloroquine has borne out for some, for many, but still coming with long-term potential side effects, risks, having one of those days, regarding heart conditions and the like. The president is not in a position to need hydroxychloroquine, but reportedly for 2 weeks he's taken it. This is the same president who won't wear a mask. And if you can figure that out, you're smarter than me. Have a great night. We'll talk to you on the radio at 3 until actually this week at 2 until 6 on WPRO, and see you tonight on my R.I. TV and Fox Providence at midnight. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. You know the routine. Good night.